Hi, you're watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff and Open Bar on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio. The gentleman with the beard is
Jim Johnston in Youngstown, Ohio.
And the other gentleman in the purple shirt is
Henry Morita from Pasadena, California.
Now, for those folks who have been watching us, Jim and I had just gotten done breaking down the base liquid, the base tequila for Azulana, which is a Brand of Promise winner last year in the ready-to-drink category. They are using a 100% agave tequila. This is what they're using that would go directly into the can, all right? And we got that. We wanted to bring Henry in. Henry Morita is one of the owners of Azulana, who was nice enough to come on Skype with us and maybe help us break down a little bit about the base liquid. Now, what you were saying on camera, Henry, is it this instead of this was what was left over from the first run, right, from the first batch?
That's correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And you didn't want to dump it. I guess they wanted to just thank people, right? I know I hate dumping tequla. I know the feeling.
That's a sin.
You can't do no.
Yeah. So when Jim and I broke it down, there was a lot more aromatics in the tequila than what I'm used to tasting in a finished product. But as you were telling us, that's by design, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
We wanted to make sure that it mixes well with the rest of the product. So when you get an Azulana, it actually tastes smooth and has all the features to it.
See, that makes more sense to me, Jim, because I know off camera or even on camera, I may have said something about additives, and I should have. I'm gonna walk that back, ladies and gentlemen, because Ingeniero Solis, Leopoldo Solis, who is the brilliant master distiller behind this whole behind this particular project, the Azulana project, as far as I know, to my knowledge, has never used an adulterant before. However, when we off camera, we did a little bit more tasting and sipping, and we found there was maybe a little bit more acetone, which led us to believe that maybe what he's doing is he's adding more tails in the second distillation in order to, like Jim said, for it to stand up to the bubbles in the can and traveling in the finished product, right?
And now that I think about that, because of the low sugar content of the product in the can, that acetone sweetness of the tail would give it the sweetness it needs in the cocktail setting without you having to add additional sugar, corn syrup, something like that. So, and I have to say, we talked about this off camera, if this was formulated to stand up to what is in the can, so that when you taste what is in the can and it has a very agave forward flavor, that's freaking brilliant. If he did it that way.
This guy's a mad scientist.
Yeah, no, that's really incredible.
Like Henry, how did you find this distillery? How did you get a chance to, I know what his answer is going to be, because what happens with people who want to start a project of any sort, whether it's a tequila or ready to drink or whatever, you go visit distilleries, you go visit, at least 5, 6, 7, 10, maybe even more. How did this work out for you? How did you find these guys?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We got lucky in our first at bat. We were introduced through Leopoldo, through some mutual friends, and to be honest with you, he said, "Hey, this is one of the most pronounced guys in the industry itself." We hit it off really well. Met with actually a couple distilleries because Leopoldo's worked with the folks at Viva Mexico Tequilero. They're family friends of one of my business partners, and of course Grupo Industrial Tequilero. So we got really fortunate to meet Leopoldo, the other two distilleries, and then we were off in the races.
So basically he got blessed by the Pope right off the bat.
That's like in Youngstown.
I
got a guy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Jeez. Well, congratulations, man. I couldn't be more happy for you guys. Now it's really interesting. Now that we've done Azulana, we've been solicited by other companies who are coming up with a ready to drink. I think it's a expanding category, one that people at this day and age, people are. I was talking to this with Jim. People are drinking less alcohol, but in longer periods of time, and in order to do that, you have to have something like an Azulana to be able to maintain yourself. And that was the soda water and tequila. That was a drink that was being every bar on Wall Street was doing that for brokers. It was a big Wall Street thing to have tequila and soda. Now there are we're being solicited by other brands who are bringing to ranch water to the market,
Right.
saying that is a Southwestern drink or a Texas drink. And Jim and I just did one last week that's made with a mixto reposado and stands up beautifully. And so we're seeing that's happening in the market. And today we just got solicited by another brand who has their own line of tequila that we've tasted, and now they're coming out with a ready to drink. So they're calling it tequila soda, and so you jumped on that wave, and your timing is beautiful. What made you want to do? Why did you go that route? Was it just easier, or what?
Because 100% in the sense that we want to be a little more disruptive to the category itself. In the space of tequila, we wanted to pay homage to the quality of the product. And to your point, up into this to now, you've had seltzer waters, which are again malt based, and then you have other spirit based drinks that are out there that are RTD. But we really want to do something with tequila, but maintaining the integrity of what it is, the 100% blue agave tequila. And then also adding a sea salt, which is, again, naturally informed. Then you have agave nectar, which goes right back to the agave. And then whatever the natural flavors that we added to it. So it's truly what you're going to taste is what you're going to get from the ground. And that's why, for us, we welcome the fact that there's other players coming to the market. Because to me, that means that, hey, we've got something that's actually good to play with. But it is important for those to come in the marketplace that has a great quality perspective to it, that the consumer can enjoy, that's going to differentiate themselves from what's out there. Now, to your point about the seltzers and that kind of stuff, they're here to stay. They're going to do a great job, and we love that. And that's for certain occasions. Our product itself, as is, good to start the night, good to start the afternoon, whatever it may be. Now, as you go on to the night, that's where you probably want a straight tequila or something else that's going to help drive you further along. And that's, at some point, if we decide to finish this Blanco tequila, that's what we'd probably ask you to graduate to, or even add a shot to our current Azulana itself to give a little bit more of a punch to it.
Do you do that often? Do you take one?
I usually, I'm a straight tequila guy, so yeah. I definitely will actually, I'll actually go start with a shot and actually add a splash of Azulana.
Oh, no kidding. Well, there's a way to go. Well, because that's how most people drink their margaritas too. They always some margarita mixes are so strong that they ask for a shot on the side, and I know at least in San Antonio on the Riverwalk, all the places where the tourists go, that's generally the kind of margarita you're gonna get, but the kind that Jim makes, the kind that maybe you make at home, or even me, whenever the mood strikes me, is going to be more natural flavors as opposed to that, triple sec, and I throw in some Grand Marnier or something. There's one out here now that's very popular, orange something, or Orange Lady or something. Is a family making orange liqueur based in Texas, because they got citrus here. So
Mike, what's the original orange spirit from Mexico that was the precursor to all the other ones?
Cointreau. Cointreau is Cointreau, the French version, has the how do I put this? they have put the kibosh on having Cointreau imported into the U.S. It has to be imported under another name. So it's being imported, or has been in the past, as naranja, which is orange in Spanish.
Okay.
Same formulation. They had to change the name in order to get it into the U.S. because Cointreau, the French version, refused to let them do it. So
let's not upset the French.
Yeah, because that's, personally, yeah, anytime you add a Grand Marnier, you're going to jack the price up anyway. So what the hell, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do something real special here shortly. We have 2 and 3 different aged versions of a tequila. I'm going to assume it's I don't even know if it's Azulana or if it's just aged tequila from the distillery. We're not sure. We're not sure who is aging this, but Jim has been dying to taste these.
Yeah.
Henry was nice enough to send us the test tubes. So
this is also the strangest sample I've ever received. I mean, I've strange wrapping, but I took this out of the box, and there were some people standing around this. What illicit business are you involved in? I said, no, it's totally legit. It's just not bottled yet.
Anyway, folks, stay with us. We're gonna let you all take a break here and give us some ID so we know what you're watching and we don't talk your ear off. But you have been listening and watching to Open Bar / Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio. The gentleman with the dark hair is
Jim Johnson in Youngstown, Ohio.
So that's Jim Johnson, and then Henry Morita, our guest out there in Pasadena. Whatever you do, folks, stick with us. We'll be right back with some of the aged versions. But whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.